Do-do-do-do, it's Camdork.
Hello everyone, this is Chemdork, and welcome to episode number 49 of Season 2 of my Buildcraft, where we play Minecraft with the mods Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, and Forestry. Well everyone, it has been a while. It's been a pretty crazy first few weeks of 2015, and only recording the second episode of this year, actually, which is kind of crazy. But like I said, it's been really crazy. I haven't had much of a chance to record, but here I am now, so lucky for me and lucky for you, I guess. Alright, so we're back. We're where we left off from last episode, which was putting in kind of a way to regulate some power, at least in a manual sense at this point. We put in this. Yeah, some edge triggers. That's right. Okay, so what are we going to do in this episode? Now, there's a lot of stuff still to do around this base, and there's a lot of unfinished projects everywhere. I'm hoping to kind of finish, or at least work on some of these in this episode, and maybe through the next few episodes. We're not really going to start anything new. I say that, but I'll probably have an idea. But probably not going to start anything new, but I am going to work on fixing some things. Namely, for this episode, I'd like to work on this. This is just a side of a mountain. It has the sheep farm here, or the wool farm, which we built a number of episodes ago, and it works great. Yes, it does. It gives me all sorts of wheat, or wool, I'm sorry. Tons of wool, so I have plenty of wool to do whatever I wish with. But what I wish to do over here is to kind of continue a structure of some sorts. We're really... this episode is going to be unstructured because, well, my base is unstructured, as in it doesn't have a structure. It's missing a lot of the structure. So that's going to be one of the goals of this episode, is to work on that. I won't finish it, but I will work on it. And we're also going to do some experimentation. So it's not going to just be all building. I think those of you might have recalled when we were building this, it was, well, mind-numbing for me. So I kind of interspersed that with something else, and we'll do the same thing over here too. So we're going to have to do some clearing and do some building. And I'm going to use some Buildcraft things. But in order to do that, first, we are going to explore, well, we're going to explore a few things in creative. So we're going to do some experiments first, because I'm a scientist, and let's start with the science. Okay, so meet you in a creative world. I think that's the best place to do it. Alright, see you in a second. Welcome, welcome! We are back in a creative world. This is one I actually haven't been to in kind of a while. It's kind of cool to see all the old experiments. I don't remember if I actually went through this before, but I might have gone through this before. But one of the experiments I did previously was just to sort of identify how butterflies spawn. And so what I did was I took an apple oak sapling that was just a vanilla sapling, and placed it in here in a little, like, kind of glass globe with some flowers, some water, you know, things that I thought might be necessary for butterflies to spawn. And what do you know? But you know, no butterflies here, none at all. When you actually use a treealizer on a vanilla sapling and have it recognized as an apple oak sapling and plant those, lo and behold, you actually see some butterflies spawning. And this is without even water. This is just some flowers and the trees. Pretty cool. And then I planted some cherry saplings, and my god, there's tons of butterflies. So I don't know if this is definitive proof, but it seems like forestry leaves are sort of necessary to spawn butterflies. And yet I've seen butterflies in areas where I really haven't seen many forestry plants. But I think even just one allows butterflies to spawn, and then they might have just traveled pretty far. So I guess that's the case. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of the thing. You won't see butterflies spawn unless you have forestry trees, I think. So if you don't have any butterflies, maybe that's the reason why. Who knows? Anyways, if you know anything else about butterfly spawning, let me know, please, and I will be happy to read about it and see it too. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about something that we were doing last episode, which was basically using, well, basically doing this. So we used the ability of, so if you have a power pipe and you put a basic gate even on it, one of the triggers that you can use is, power requested. Power requested was a thing we were using to say, hey, if I don't have any power, then give it to me. So the same way we can use, let's see, I don't want a magma crucible. Let's use a let's use a resonant energy cell. So an empty one and a full one. So I'm just going to have it do redstone signal on if power is requested. So if I put an empty one next to it, it's on. If I put a full one next to it, it's off. So the thing I didn't know, and thank you, who was it? I forget. I'll put a text box to say, but the person who mentioned this to me, and I didn't actually know this at the time, is that it's not necessary to put the gate right next to the machine. It actually just can go on the pipe anywhere, because if you notice, power requested is true way over here, and there's nothing next to this pipe other than other kinesis pipes. So how far away can this be? Well, pretty darn far, let me tell you. So let's just keep on let's build it over here. Let's just keep going for as far as we can. So let's do this. Okay, this is far enough, I think. Let's see what it shows now. This is quite far. Power is still being requested here, and this is quite far away. So this is well over a chunk. As you can see here, the chunks being marked. Again, F9, and I think that's NEI which does that, but I'm not sure. This is so that's in one chunk. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 chunks away, and it's still being marked. So perhaps when the chunks are unloaded, that is when it stops marking them, but it seems that power can be requested from something that is crazy far away. And also works if you have a bunch of, just snaking lines and everything like that. So we can actually have this be a lot simpler than we made it, and that is just power requested anywhere on the line, and just turn on the systems. So we're gonna make that. I'm gonna make that change, and it'll be a lot simpler. Let me put it to you that way. So I'll do that later in the episode and not on camera. But for now, let's go to the world and see if we can start putting in some structure. Okay. Okay, well, back here, and let's get to building some walls. Now, let's do it in a way that is not just sort of mundane and boring. Let us use Buildcraft, because we have Buildcraft, and it's an awesome mod. So let's go ahead and use it. Even though it's a little short wall that we're going to build, which is right over here, let's use Buildcraft just so we can use it. Now, you notice the pattern of wall we had over here and this sort of design with the roof. I kind of want to keep that same idea over here. I think I might want a wall that's a little taller, but the same general principle. Now, I can build a section of wall, is what I'm going to do, and then kind of repeat it here. Now, over in this corner, I almost want it to be kind of a, I'm not going to say like a towery type of thing of sorts. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in this corner here, but it's going to be kind of a grand foyer or whatever, with kind of a grander entrance maybe over here. I'm not sure. We're going to deal with that maybe, after this. But the first step is to build a wall right here. So we're going to do that first. And the way in which I'm going to start that is to essentially keep the same general design as over there, except I'm just going to build it here. And I'm going to build it, it doesn't matter where I build it, because we're gonna tear it down and then rebuild it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep the same principle like I kind of have it over here. And let's actually go over here and look at this wall. So I know I want to start with these blocks on the floor, so to speak. All right, so there's like oh, I do actually have this in the front, but I kind of like the look of, no, you know what, I'm okay with this. This sort of design. We don't have a repeating wall that extends very far, except over there, and I don't like that wall. It's too plain and too flat. So we're going to repeat a new pattern that is similar to this pattern, but not exactly the same. So I'm just going to build a wall here. All right, so let's go. Let's go ahead and put it like this. All right, so we're going to have a wall here. This is actually going to be the meat of the wall. We're definitely going to have some glass, so it's going to be a section of wall with a bunch of glass. I'm actually going to have pretty large windows here. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to give myself 7 windows. 7 windows wide. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe even 8. Nah, that's cool. It'll make it easier to put lighting if I keep them closer together. So that'll work. And then, do I want 1 or 2 length tall pillars? I'm not really sure. So if let's say, whoa, or 3. Let's see. Let's see. If I do it this way, this is kind of like the design phase. Let's see if this actually, if this doesn't look okay, then we're not gonna do it. But we'll see. All right, so let me try to build this up and see how it looks. Maybe I don't like it. Maybe I do. Let's see. All right, so let's build it like this. That could actually work. That could actually work. And then I'll have on the side basically this is 1 pillar. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Maybe over here. Ooh, that's better. That's kind of a better look to it. Yeah, it's a little more grand, in which case I think maybe I will give it 1 extra. Alright, so that's cool. So we'll put a 1 extra here, just like that. And yeah, there we go. Okay, cool, cool. So what I'll do is I will actually take out this piece of it, and that piece of it will actually be on this side. So I'm going to like bookend it. And the reason why I'm going to do that is just kind of for the easiness of repeating the pattern. I don't know. I'm just going to do it because. Alright, so this is, you know what, this is fine. I don't need it to be that wide. Alright, we'll do it that way. And then how tall I want this window. Now the other ones were 3 tall. I'm actually going to give this one 1 more unit, or 1 more block high. So it's going to be 4 glass blocks tall, which is, right now it's 3, so it's going to be 4 glass blocks tall. There we go. And 4 of these blocks tall as well. And then I will have to build this up. Come on. There we go. All right. So cool. And then this goes there and then there. Sweet. Okay, and oh darn it. Now I gotta go up. And let's build the top layer. So the top layer is going to be just like it was for the other layers, except now we're gonna put in the little fun stuff. All right, so we're gonna do it over here. I don't really ever build on camera, so you know what? It's kind of about time, right? It's been many episodes, and I hardly ever build on camera. It's really kind of nice to do it for once. All right, so let's come on. There we go. All right, there you go. Yeah, we're getting some stairs in here. All right. Let's see. Put the stairs there and do that. All right, cool. So that's kind of yeah, it's not quite what I wanted. Let me mess around with it a little bit. I'm gonna actually mess around, yeah, and see what I can build, and then I'll be right back. What I decided on was a sleeker, simpler design, which is just to say that it's not the same inside and out. This is the outside. The pillars will be 2 blocks wide, and the inside is a little more simple. It's just going to be really straight and sleek. All right, so it's gonna look pretty cool. So let's go ahead and draw a box around this sucker with the landmarks. So we just need 4. And I want to include only the blocks that make up this wall segment. So I'm going to put 1 landmark here. I'm going to put 1 landmark here. I'm going to put 1 landmark up there. And then the last one we are going to put over here. Alright, so we'll draw the box first. Boom. Box has been drawn. Now only the blocks that are part of this segment are there. And what we want to do is we'll put the architect table down. Now, in order to decide the direction of this wall, I want my blueprint direction to be this way. And the reason why I want to do that is because if you do it this way, it's not gonna rotate it properly. So the direction of the wall that it travels is going to be this way, or this way. So that means your architect table should be placed in that direction. If we did it in this direction, that means that when we drew the paths with our path marks to go in this direction, guess which way this wall would be? It would be repeated here, and then another one here, and another one here. It'd be like lined up next to each other. It'd be the wrong way. Alright, so it hasn't actually drawn this thing yet, so now we can put in, we can re-put in, yeah. We can put back in place the blocks that are now missing. There we go. And one more over here. Okay, so now when we activate the blueprint with the architect table here, we will actually capture this exactly. Okay, so we're going to call this one wall segment 1. And it's going to be it's really descriptive, isn't it? Okay, there it is, wall segment 1. Hooray! That's it. That's all we needed. Okay. So we can get rid of all these blocks, and I will do that, and then I'll be right back. All right. Well, here we are. Let's start building the wall. Now, where are we going to start it? We're going to start it right, I think right here is going to be the edge of the wall, right there. So we could place a whatever this landmark, but no. We're going to use path marks because we want to build a wall, and we only need 2 of them because it's not longer than 64 blocks. And we're just going to go all the way down here. Now, I know this is the left side of the wall. We're going to go to here. And that should cover a lot. I don't know if I have enough blocks. I'm going to assume I do, but I don't know for sure. And we're going to need to build a little platform here so I can actually build it. So let's put down our builder first. Now, the builder direction normally would make a difference, but when you use path marks like this, instead of like landmarks and whatnot, but normally when I put the builder down, if I put the builder down like this, since I had the rotate, here, I'll put down an architect table just so you can tell. So if you say rotate off, that means the wall would only be in this direction, whatever, what is this, north-south? I think this is north-south. Yeah, so it would be in the north-south direction. We want this wall to go right here. This is the east-west direction. So that means we needed to have rotate on. That means no matter what, the direction of the wall would be dictated by either the builder direction, or if you're using path marks, the direction of the path mark. So this is in a north-south direction, east-west direction, so that is the direction of our wall. And remember, as I mentioned, it was very important that we had the orientation of the architect correct, because if I place a builder down like this, that means the wall is going essentially north-south. This is essentially as if I place the builder down facing the next path mark in sequence. That's kind of where you want to. That's kind of how you want to think of the placement of these things. The path marks point to wherever the next path mark that it's pointing to, that's the direction of the builder. So it doesn't matter, we're going to put the builder down this way, just to show this point. Okay, so now I'm going to put the wall segment here, and you'll see that as it's the first segment will be started here. And did I start that correctly? Nope. Uh-oh. It's actually going to start building right here. I'm okay with that, though. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. So it's probably going to build like 3 segments or so, and it's going to tell me that I need this. I think that's how much is needed for 1 segment. I don't think it's... I think we're going to need more than that. Luckily, what I have brought with me is a ton of stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna actually have to get some more, but I have some more in this backpack. I'm gonna make some more stairs and whatnot. I'll be right back. Okay, back, and we have all the stuff we need. We have probably more than we need, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start this sucker. We're just gonna run it with Sterling engines because Sterling engine. That's why. All right, so give me some coal here. Let's just do that, and here we go. All right, let's see it going. Woohoo! This is gonna take a while. Holy crap! There it goes. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize that. This is kind of a problem. Uh-oh. No, don't go away. Uh-oh. The sheeps are escaping. Oh boy, the sheep are escaping. The sheep are escaping. I did a bad thing. I did a bad thing. I didn't count on this. Oh no. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get the sheep back in line. Oh my goodness. Sheep. Actually, we have more than... Oh boy. Oh boy. It doesn't really matter where they go, but they just need to go. Oh boy. Okay, I'll be back. It was a huge success, and we have a huge wall now. So yeah, that was only slightly annoying to get these sheep in here, but now they're all in, and that was a little bit yeah. That's what the excavate does. Actually, if we didn't have excavate on, I believe it would not have removed the glass blocks, and you would have had them right here on top. So we could have done that, but anyway. So this is what I did to make them okay. So there you go. All right, so the sheep can't get out now, and it's all set. So now we need to make a roof and everything like that. But what we're gonna do also is I was kind of thinking of other designs for this, and I do kind of want a second floor here. So let me go ahead and build a second floor. So ooh, what is this going on here? Never noticed this before. It's like a black. What? What? That's weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and build a second floor. Yeah, let's do that, because that was kind of fun. Alright, so what we ended up doing is putting a path mark here, and I want to build a second level. And the second level is going to be basically using the exact same design. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll be right back after I place these. You know what? Let me just place these path marks. So we're going to place the path marks in the same place. So I wanted to start it initially here. And it actually starts here. So I think that's how it goes. Let me go ahead. I'll be right back and see you in a second. Alright, here are the path marks. I just had to check to see where they should be placed based on the last time. So we'll do the same deal. Again, the builder doesn't matter. We'll grab those later. And let's put in the blueprint. It starts in the proper location, and this should look okay when it works. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I think I can just right-click and left. Yeah, there it is. It's all in there. And I hope that's enough stuff. It may not be. We actually need more stairs, I bet. Yeah, we do. We do. Okay, be right back. Need more stairs. And we have more stairs, so we should be pretty much fine here. Now I believe I have all the resources I need. Let us go ahead and throw the coal in here. This actually didn't take long whatsoever, so it should be not long whatsoever to build again. Okay, so we're building another wall on top of the wall, because I kind of want it to be a bi-level wall, I guess that's so to speak. So it builds one full, complete thing before moving on to the next. How cool is that? All right, let me, you know what? Let me watch it from up here. Come on, maybe it'll be done by the time I do it. Cool. This is pretty cool. I love watching these builders build. Yeah, this is gonna be sweet. Alright, so I have an idea for how I'm gonna do this, which is kind of using this, so to speak. This little stairway here as a little stairway to heaven, if you will. No, it's just a stairway. Okay, well that's done. No, I didn't want I didn't want to continue. But I guess I did. So I have a floating wall. That's fine. That's great. Alright, I have a floating wall. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal. Alright, well anyways, there it is. There's the wall. I'm going to go ahead and fix things, but I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and stop this right now. Right now, let's stop it. Okay. Well, it's a thing, but it's a start anyway. So I'm starting to build this area. It's coming along. It needs some work. I'm actually bisecting the first segment of the wall, but you know what? It's the start of something that I will continue. So, with that in mind, I will just go ahead and continue this, but we'll see this at a later episode, I'm sure, because not this episode. It's time to do just one more thing that I wanted to do this episode, and for that, we're going to need to head to the Nether. So, see you there in just a second. Well, we're back in the Nether, and we're here. We're here staring up at what is floating in the sky, which is our Wither Skeleton Farm, or at least what would have been the Wither Skeleton Farm. I'm going to finish this thing today. So, what we need to do, we cleared out all this area, and yeah, I'm on peaceful, whatever guys, don't worry about it. But if I do start spawning, things will just start spawning everywhere and not in my mob farm there. Now I did have some half slabbing up in the caves up there, but and there are some caves still up there. Not probably gonna hit everything, but half slabbing this whole area seems like an easy choice to do. Now, yes, I could have taken this area and not have cleared it with the builder, but it is infinitely easier just to do it in 4 sections, clearing 4 sections, and then putting half slabs in those 4 sections. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm also going to finish this this hardened glass that I was going to do all the way up there. So I'll actually go ahead and do those things, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, this was so much stone. A lot of stone. So, but here we are. Here's my little hidey hole, and there's kind of good news and bad news to this. Now you can tell from the pigmen standing there that there's good news is that it does work. There's things that fall down, and I think... Okay, pigmen are mostly dead by 1 hit, but that's fine. This was not designed to be a pigmen killer. It was designed to be a... wither skeleton killer. And I didn't expect to have a lot of wither skeleton spawn, but the problem is that I haven't really seen many things at all spawn here, even after all this half slabbing. And so that was the second pigman that fell down. Yep, that's the bad news. It's the spawn rates are ridiculously slow. So that's why I have my little hidey hole thing here. That was only after like 2 minutes or so, you know, finally one fell down. But, yeah, it's okay. You know, it's fine. I didn't expect it to be otherwise. You see there's a little pigman standing way over there. In fact, is that a little guy? Yeah, he is a little guy. And there's pigment over there, so there's actually plenty of areas for things to still spawn around here. And that's part of the problem. So this stuff over here, over here, over here, maybe a little bit. I could just half slab that, and I probably will, and that'll increase the spawn rates. The other thing is that we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these platforms. I should go up probably another 4 or so, and when I have resources to do so, I might end up doing that. But you know what? This does work, and yeah, it was kind of fun to build. Just used a lot of resources, that's all. And but you know what? That's cool. We cleared a huge area with the filler and builder and whatnot, and so this was pretty cool. And it was nice to finish this up finally, as something we started in many episodes ago. So, anyways, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. We did just some building, some unstructured building, and the episode is unstructured, and that's why I called it Unstructured. So in the next episode, it's episode 50, I think we're going to do something a little special. We're going to start on robots. That's the idea anyways. We are going to at least look at them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them until I just sort of decide on how they work. So I'll do that first, and then we will go again and do some stuff in that episode. Okay? So, see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Like I said, I don't know when that next episode will come out, because I have just seemingly had a lot of difficult times recording, but hopefully I'll be back in gear, and you'll get something reasonably soon. So anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next episode.